y'all, Jordan here. Just went ahead and stopped by Chili's, had to get something to eat. But his crazy part is, I was on my way to LA earlier today. I was just about all the way there, right? And then I remembered I got to show up to my welding class, right? First day. So when it comes to that, right, I was gonna go ahead and do Uber Eats, and I remember like yesterday I talked to the welding instructor out here in Riverside at one of the union schools or the union halls, and then I told him, hey, I'm interested in becoming a welder and whatnot. And then so I took welding before when I was in high school for about like a year, and then I liked the trade and everything else like that, but I ended up joining the military instead, right? So since I've been working the refinery, I end up working around welders pretty much like 90% of the time, right? And then I like the trade, I like the job and everything else like that. And then so I figure like, well, I might as well go ahead and end up pursuing it, right? So I'm still labor and everything else like that, but I'm trying to get my certifications as a welder, regardless of whether it's to the union or using my VA benefits and getting it that way. But I figure I'd drive out here to Riverside, and then since I have a little bit of off time at the refinery right now between stand down time frames, I'd start pursuing the welder field or trade. So even though I'm still staying a laborer, I'm gonna pursue welding, and then I already talked to my company that I work for at the refinery, and then let them know like, hey, I want to become a welder, even though I am a safety tenant there at their Chevron refinery. And then so yeah, I'm out here, I'm pursuing that. And then the cool part about welding is pay scale wise, it's one of the highest trades that you could have outside of having like college degree and then being high up in the corporate level status, right? So this is what I'm planning on doing, and then along with this, I want to go ahead and get all my normal certifications that would be required within the refineries. But also, I figure once I get the basic certifications done, I'd also come out of pocket and simply, or if I get like maybe the VA benefits might pay for that too, to go ahead and get certified when it comes to underwater welding. So whenever I'm off union-wise or off refinery-wise, maybe possibly like on the weekends, I can find a company that's flexible and would allow me to do underwater welding, even if it's on Saturday and Sunday, to go ahead and end up doing that. So at least I can gain experience for so much time, for I don't know, like maybe a year or two. And then so whenever things like drastically slow down when it comes to refineries, instead of traveling out of state and everything else like that, maybe I could stay, like for instance, I live over there by the Long Beach area, so perhaps I could work over there at the docks with one of the contractors and simply just work on shifts on the weekends, and then like when it slows down with the refinery, just to basically work there like full time up until it picks back up the refinery. So yeah, out here in Riverside, it's way out in the middle of nowhere. Other people might not like, because like, hey, that's too far out there in the sticks, but I like it, So here I am out here or whatnot, and then so class begins in about an hour, and then so I'm just basically, I figure I'll show up basically 2 hours early. I had some time to go and get something to eat, but I'm pretty much an hour early. I just want to see how the traffic flows and to check maps and see how long I truly have to get to class driving from Long Beach out here. It's about like an hour and 15 minutes without traffic, but I just wanted to see, just to make sure, because I don't want to make sure that I don't miss any class time, or to seem like, I don't want to be that guy always showing up late. Plus, most of the time, especially when it comes to union classes, if you're late, then you're not coming in that day. Like, they don't want people just walking in and out. I get it, It's all about accountability. And so, yeah, I'm out here in Riverside, and I will let you know how the first day goes. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. But hit up my channel, hit subscribe, hit like, there's always going to be all types of information coming out to you. So like for instance, I got Uber Eats, Postmates I'm signed up for, and I miss Grubhub for orientation. It was supposed to be, I think, yesterday. I missed it. I forgot about it. See, there you go. Like you gotta keep up on top of things. Because you might miss out on some potential, right? Because either which way you look at it, even though you figure like, well, I'll take care of this or take care of that, whatever. Just think about like the simple fact: if you would have started a week, 2 weeks, a month, however long earlier, you're missing out on that much income that you could have possibly earned during that time frame. So I noticed I gotta figure out a better way to structure my time and to make sure I can keep track of everything going on. Since I got different things going on, I noticed that that's increasing. I got to make sure I stay on top of things as I add things onto my weekly schedule. But yeah, like right now I'm happy, you know, like so many different things are coming into place. It takes a little brain work, figure out what it is that you want to do, and then you got to figure out, okay, how you're going to fit it into your schedule, because you might have kids, you might have to take care of this, you might have to take care of that, and you know what I mean? Like, time is eaten up different ways, so you got to make sure that you can plan accordingly. So yeah, that's my game plan. Other than getting things started with this, I need to figure out a better way to structure my time. I'm probably going to research some videos on here, see other people that do it that really are consistent with whatever it is that they plan, and figure out the reasons why it worked for them and the way that it did, and hopefully I can incorporate some of those techniques into my life, my schedule, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, anyways, you know, just go ahead and add. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, because you might learn something new that you might be able to add to your own technique and the way in which you carry yourself, the way that you do things. Yeah, Jordan out here at Riverside, you know what I mean? Like, I can't wait. Like, I'm loving it, you know. But stay up, you know what I mean? Just keep on pursuing your dreams and don't give up. Whatever it is, you put your mind to it, just stick to it. Eventually, it will pay off, regardless. Doesn't matter what anybody says. And then another thing I like today, right? One of the people that I know, Darwin, right? Good friend, you know. I've been working with him on one of the union projects when I was out there at DeForest Park. And then for Darwin, he's good people, you know what I mean? But I noticed with him, like certain things, like it's not necessarily second guess himself, but it'll be like, all right, can I do this? Can I do that? You know, it's like one of those things you gotta stick with it. And then for him, like one thing I noticed about the refinery, for the union hall, they're kind of they tell you like, hey, do this, do that, do this, right? But then it comes time to hurry up and wait, you know, like. We got people, we got responsibilities that we got to take care of. So, you know, we got to have a more set schedule. We got to know more what's going on. And then so when people are used to that, you know what I mean, things slow down. But anyways, for Darwin, good people, right? I told him this weekend I'd figure out what time is slow for Uber Eats or whatever else is going on in the schedule. I'd be able to help him out and put together his resume, so that way he can start applying for refineries to get a quicker process happening, instead of just waiting on the hall to go ahead and set us up with refinery work, or we'll set him up with refinery work. So yeah, that I like helping other people out and seeing whichever way that I can, because I like to see all the people that I know around me go ahead and come up, figure out ways to go ahead and move forward. I want to see him and his wife happy, you know. I want him and his wife to be just as happy as their kids are when they get a whole bunch of new stuff, you know what I mean? So it's all about helping out others any which way they can. And you see some people who might around not necessarily be struggling, but trying to figure certain things out. If you've got some head knowledge, you know, help them out, you know, because each person, each person, they go through those moments where they're trying to figure things out, and then either they have a hard time or they're not sure of it, or it's something new to them, right? Help them out, you know, because you never know. Like, that could be you in the spot, you know, karma comes around. So there might be a time frame when you don't know something, you don't understand something, or you don't have that connection, right? Maybe somehow, some way, either directly or indirectly, somebody else is going to help you out. So remember karma. Always help your brother out, all right?